Hey you guys, what's up? I'm happy to be here again. Today we're going to be talking about travel MIDI controllers. Let's get it. If you're anything like me, you like to create all the time. Me personally, it doesn't matter where I am. If I hear a sound, I want to do something with it. Now, last week we talked about Europa and whatever, whatever. I'm trying to get on my computer and make a dope record. And the best thing to have for me, you know, some people prefer the keyboard on the computer. I want a controller. I want to plug something in. I like pads. I like keys. So I'm going to talk to you about my controllers that I picked. I don't have all of them at one time. I have one right now, and we'll talk to that later. Oh, and it's really important. Today, I even got an expert on two other really good MIDI controllers that weren't for me, but they might be good for you. So I started out with the LPK25. It was cool. It's kind of chunky. I put it in my book bag and I could rock out with it, but I always wanted the pad, so I had to get the LPD8. And once I got those two, you know, it was like, oh, I gotta connect this one, I gotta connect that one. Then Akai came out with the LPK Mini, which was amazing. They had the pads on there, they felt really good. The piano was cool. The keys were a little small. I mean, look at my hand, dude. It worked. The only problem was this little stupid wheel that was right there. You know, every time I put it in the bag, I was like, man, that's gonna break one day. And then one day, guess what it did? It broke. So then I moved on. I said, all right, well, let's find a different type of controller. So Korg came out the same way. They had this super micro keyboard. I think it was called the Korg Nano Key, and it was cool. It did everything I needed to do. Didn't really have a pitch wheel, but that's okay, whatever. And then they came out with the Nano pads. It was awesome. It had like the little XY. You could do all kind of stuff. The pads worked, and it was cool. You know, once again, I'm plugging two things in, and then amazingly, they made the Korg Nano Studio, which was awesome. That thing traveled all over the world with me. I mean, Kuwait, Germany, London, like everywhere. But I started noticing, I'm like, man, every time I put it in my bag, it gets hung up. Like they made this really thin controller, but they left these really thick knobs. So I called my friend, this guy, and I said, hey, I want you to 3D print some low profile knobs. If they put those low profile knobs on the Korg Nano Studio, oh my God, it would be perfect. You just slide in, slide out, but they didn't. Eventually, the USB snapped inside. That's something Korg's gonna have to handle. There's nothing I can do about that. Then I ordered Novation's Impulse 25. I was like, I'm gonna get this thing. It's awesome. It has all these different parameters. I can program it. It'll be fun. I ordered it. It was a book. Like, it was huge. I put it in my book bag. My book bag was like, so that didn't work for me. I went and grabbed M-Audio Axiom 32. That was pretty cool. I had all these little bitty keys. It was great. Remember, big hands, and these pads, and they were really nice. They felt good, like when you're playing with it, but it was just too sensitive for reason, I guess. I don't know. I tried to play with the sensitivity. Every time I hit the bass drum, it was and I'm like, man, this is not gonna work. And then I moved on to Keith McMillan. I love that controller. It had all these different parameters. If you hit certain places on the pads, you got different sounds. It was cool. When I connected it to Reason, nothing lined up. And you know, I tried to download templates and I tried to, you know, kind of program it myself, and I found that every time I opened a new Reason, I was programming it. Get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that. I purchased the Alesis V25. It looks so cool, and I'm guaranteeing you there's a video coming out soon where I'm actually using it. Shh. It was used for the video. That thing did not line up with anything I had on my computer. So that was a no. I had to get rid of that. Most recently, I had the Novation Launch Key Mini, which was awesome. It was a great keyboard. It had all these different things that you could do. It was just great. And the only problem I had with it was also really thick. It was thick like the MPK Mini, which meant that in a book bag like mine, which is full of drones, cameras, speakers, headphones, books, all that kind of stuff, like I just couldn't put it where I needed it to be. And it was like, what is going on? Like, I need a controller for me. I forgot to tell you that I had somebody special coming to talk to you. I got an expert on two other controllers that I've had that weren't working for me, but they're amazing controllers, and I'm gonna have them tell you about it. In fact, you know what? Let's FaceTime. Let's FaceTime. See if we can get them to FaceTime. Bruh, I need you to come over here and talk about the Roli and the Mark III. right now.
On my way.
Bet. He's on the way. You see him.
Thanks, Ben. I'm happy to be the expert on my controllers. First controller I want to talk about, though, is my Roli. Got this from a super cool guy. We call him Producer Ben for. These particularly are awesome on bass lines. However, most DAWs are, I think they should be up with MPE now as far as the upgrades with the DAWs. That's the only considerable downfall I consider, is that most DAWs, it doesn't function as easy as it may work in Logic. It's just, it's great. It's great, and then also they have the different attachments you can add to it, so it works for a whole awesome portable setup. For my second travel piece, MK3. They did it. They did it. They did it with this one. For the most part, this is the perfect machine. As far as the portability, you don't need an AC adapter to power it. Straight USB, straight to the computer. It has a built-in interface. All that. Awesome. Love it. Of course, I definitely love the colors. Love all the functionality. I also DJ. So it's good to connect this with Serato or Tractor. Definitely Tractor because it's native instruments. But I get pretty crazy. All right, well, back to you, Ben.
All right. He told you about everything you needed to know about that Roli and that Native Instruments controller. Now, to show you my current controller, it is right here. Bam, X key. This is the CMEX key. Look at that. You can't even see it. Bam. Full size keys. Look at that. They feel so good. This controller is like, it's great. There's nothing, I have no downsides to it. Like it even has a sustain button right here. You know, like yes, it's super thin, so there's no room to put a sustain pedal. There's a sustain button. You got modulation up at the top. You can go through anything, and you like, it's perfect. It's plug and play, plug and create. This is my controller, CME. So all these controllers can be seen in the link below. And I really appreciate all my new subscribers. You guys are super cool. I love everybody's comments. Even the people that didn't quite like my last video, it's okay. I like you because you watched my video. So I want you to go subscribe because I got way more cool content. I mean, I got lots of cool content. I'm going to be helping you guys out. I'm going to be showing you what I do. And we're just going to have a good time, man. Every 2 weeks, I'm dropping something here. When I get more time, I'm going to start doing it every week. But right now, I'm doing it every 2 weeks. And I will be right here on your YouTube channel. All right, this is Producer Ben Ford, and that's it. Peace.